The bench press, a cornerstone of strength training. From athletes to weekend warriors, it's a universal symbol of power and progress in the gym. But how did this iconic lift come to be? Today, we're diving deep into the history of the bench press, from its humble beginnings to becoming the king of upper body exercises. The origins of pressing weight overhead can be traced back to ancient civilizations. In these early societies, strength was not just a measure of physical prowess, but also a symbol of power and status. The act of lifting heavy objects was often intertwined with rituals and ceremonies, showcasing the might of warriors and leaders. From the Greeks and Romans, who tested strength with stones and logs, to the Egyptians and Chinese, who had their own unique methods of demonstrating power, the concept of lifting heavy objects has always been a universal testament to human strength. Greek athletes, in particular, were known for their rigorous training regimens, often lifting stones that weighed hundreds of pounds. In the 19th century, the tradition of strength testing evolved with the rise of strongmen. These individuals became famous for their incredible feats of overhead pressing, lifting large, awkward objects such as barrels, stones, and even people. These performances were not just about strength, but also about showmanship, drawing large crowds who marveled at their abilities. But the bench press, as we know it today, didn't exist yet. Gyms of the early 20th century were equipped with rudimentary equipment, and the focus was still on lifting weights overhead. The concept of lying down to press weights was yet to be popularized. Before the bench press, the overhead press was the primary test of strength. This exercise required not only brute strength, but also balance and coordination. Lifters had to stabilize the weight above their heads, making it a true test of their overall physical capabilities. Lifters like Eugene Sandow and Milo Steinborn were the superstars of the day, captivating audiences with their impressive displays of strength. Sandow, often referred to as the father of modern bodybuilding, was known for his perfectly sculpted physique and his ability to press heavy weights overhead with ease. Steinborn, on the other hand, was famous for his incredible feats of strength, including lifting massive weights in unconventional ways. Pressing weights overhead to prove their might, these strongmen laid the foundation for modern strength training. Their legacy lives on in the weightlifting techniques and exercises we practice today, reminding us of the timeless pursuit of human strength and endurance. Before the bench came the floor press, one of the earliest forms of pressing a barbell horizontally. This exercise dates back to the early days of weightlifting, when lifters were experimenting with different ways to build strength and muscle. The floor press was a simple yet effective way to challenge the upper body, particularly the chest, shoulders, and triceps. Lifters would lie flat on the ground, pressing weights from chest level. This position allowed them to focus on the pressing movement without the need for complex equipment. The floor press was a staple in many early strength training routines, and it helped pave the way for more advanced exercises. This exercise was popular among early strength athletes, but it had its limitations, mainly the restricted range of motion. Because the lifter's back was flat on the ground, the barbell could only be lowered to a certain point before it hit the floor. This limited the effectiveness of the exercise in fully engaging the chest muscles and achieving a full range of motion. As the sport of bodybuilding and strength training grew in popularity in the mid-20th century, lifters sought new ways to build upper body strength. They began to experiment with different equipment and techniques to overcome the limitations of the floor press. This period of innovation led to the development of new exercises and training methods that would revolutionize the sport. That's when the innovation of a flat bench came into play. The introduction of the flat bench allowed lifters to perform the pressing movement with a greater range of motion. By lying on a bench, athletes could lower the barbell further, fully stretching the chest muscles and increasing the effectiveness of the exercise. By adding a simple bench, athletes could increase their range of motion, making the lift more effective for developing the chest, shoulders, and triceps. The bench press quickly became a cornerstone of strength training and bodybuilding routines. It allowed lifters to push themselves to new limits and achieve greater gains in muscle size and strength. The bench press remains one of the most popular and effective exercises for building upper body strength, and its invention marked a significant milestone in the history of weightlifting. The 1960s and 70s saw the bench press rise to prominence, especially in the bodybuilding world. As bodybuilding exploded in popularity, thanks to icons like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the bench press became synonymous with upper body development. It was no longer just a strength lift, it became a key aesthetic exercise. Simultaneously, the bench press solidified its place in powerlifting competitions. Alongside the squat and deadlift, it became one of the big three lifts, with lifters pushing the boundaries of human strength. As time passed, the technique and equipment for bench pressing evolved. Lifters developed strategies like arching the back, utilizing leg drive, and optimizing their grip to lift heavier weights. Equipment also advanced, with specialized benches, wrist wraps, and lifting shirts becoming part of the competitive scene. Today, the bench press has taken on many forms. From flat to incline and decline variations, dumbbells to barbells, it remains a staple in both strength training and bodybuilding routines. Throughout history, many legends have left their mark on the bench press. Bill Kazmaier, a legendary strongman and powerlifter, was among the first to break world records in the lift. James Henderson became the first man to bench over 700 pounds raw, and today Julius Maddox holds the world record with an astounding 782.6 pound bench press. Beyond sports and training, the bench press has become a cultural phenomenon. Whether it's in movies like Rocky, where it symbolizes strength and determination, or in internet memes asking, "How much do you bench?" This lift has solidified its place in everyday fitness culture. From its early days as a floor press, a simple yet effective exercise that laid the foundation for what was to come, to the iconic movement it is today, the bench press has come a long way. It has evolved through decades of innovation and dedication, becoming a staple in strength training routines across the globe. It's a lift that tests strength, builds muscle, and challenges the very limits of human potential. The bench press is more than just an exercise. It's a testament to the power of perseverance and the pursuit of excellence. It continues to inspire lifters around the world, from beginners taking their first steps into the gym to seasoned athletes pushing their boundaries. The bench press unites us in our shared quest for strength and self-improvement. Whether you're a competitive athlete, striving for that next personal record, or just training for personal growth and fitness, the bench press offers a unique challenge and reward. It's a movement that can be performed anywhere, from the comfort of your home gym to the bustling environment of a commercial fitness center. With the guidance of a personal trainer or the support of a workout partner, the bench press becomes a journey of self-discovery and achievement. The bench press will always be a part of the Iron Game, a cornerstone of strength training that brings together people from all walks of life. It's a symbol of dedication, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of progress. So the next time you lie down on that bench, take a moment to appreciate the history and tradition you're about to engage in. Feel the weight of the barbell, the tension in your muscles, and the focus in your mind. Remember, you're taking part in a history that's over a century in the making. Each lift is a tribute to the countless lifters who came before you, and a step forward in your own journey of strength and resilience. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content on strength training, fitness, and the history of your favorite lifts. See you in the next one. End of script.